Keeps control for Thompson. Pass receiving's wide open underneath in the basket. Great pass.
Backs down, now kicks out, up top to the left side, Caden Dahl. Dahl hesitates, then takes the three and knocks it home good. Dahl to get the turn. Carr trying to keep those legs underneath, then Cassette gets him down, and there's the pin.
Rebounded by Kendra Severson. Severson, here comes Bevins back the other way. Bevins, little contact, roll it in, good for Elena Bevins, and we're tied.
Through and Zeller with an excuse me bump, and here goes Semp for takeoff.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Saturday afternoon inside West Fargo High School. 3 more EDC basketball tournament games will be determined here today on yourliveevent.com. First up will be our last state qualifier that'll feature the Fargo South Bruins and the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs. Then at 5 o'clock, it'll be the EDC Girls Basketball Championship with Grand Forks Red River and West Fargo Horse. Then at 7, it'll be the EDC Boys Basketball Championship later tonight between Fargo Davies and the Fargo North Spartans. I'm Chase Miller alongside Reggie Funk, and welcome to our pregame show brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote started today. We're going to take a quick break, and we come back after this. We'll go over the latest scores and updates from both the West and the East perspective here in the EDC and WDA tournament. We'll let you know what the seed lines look like going to state. That and more still to come. It's the EDC Boys Basketball and Girls Basketball Tournament here today from West Fargo Cheyenne, from West Fargo High School, here on yourliveevent.com.
Mission Court Independent Living at Benedictine Living Community offers independent living, giving you a comfortable lifestyle and freedom to do what you like while leaving chores behind. The monthly rent includes housekeeping, 3 daily meals, transportation, social and recreational programs, plus spiritual care and on-site worship services. Call 218-784-5250 to learn more and schedule a tour. And you can save $1,000 with our move-in special. Benedictine Living Community of Ada, recognized for quality care.
It's the most prestigious, challenging, rewarding tour on dirt. The most wanted baddest outlaws and the most powerful late models on the planet. The World of Outlaws Kings Late Models.
For the first time ever, World of Outlaws at Norman County Raceway on Saturday, June 29th.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
As we continue on our pregame show, let's take a look at some of the brackets that has gone on so far. On the boys' side, currently at half with Grand Forks Central and West Fargo. Kevin Cookman on the call for you on that one on yourliveevent.com. At the half, Grand Forks Central leads at 39-38. The Knights trying to make it to state for the first time in 18 seasons. It's the second time in 3 years that the Knights and West Fargo has been able to play an A-state qualifier. Also going on again later on the EDC boys' side. Later tonight, Fargo Davies and Fargo North. We will keep you apprised of what's going on out of the WDA as well. Bismarck Century going up against a Dickinson High in one state qualifier. Another state qualifier will feature Mandan and Bismarck Legacy, and the WDA championship will be Minot High and Bismarck High in the championship. On the girls' side so far making their way to the state tournament, Fargo Davies will be the 3 seed from the East after taking down North, and West Fargo Cheyenne will be the 4 seed seed from the East after taking down Fargo Sheyenne. Out west, Bismarck High over Century. It's the first time since 2001 that Century has failed to qualify for the state tournament. And then Bismarck St. Mary's will go up against Mandan, and St. Mary's ended up beating Mandan 75-72 to spring the upset there for the Saints. The championship will feature Minot and Bismarck Legacy. So that again is a look out west, and we'll keep you apprised of everything that's going on once we get to the state tournament as well. We'll take a quick break. A reminder of this broadcast has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. We come back after this, dive into this matchup a little bit more with Cheyenne and Fargo South. We'll hear from both head coaches, that and more still to come on our pregame show here today, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro. The Fargo South Bruin Booster Club is a proud supporter of all Fargo South activities. They're grateful for the current corporate sponsors, Gate City Bank, Craftwell, Midco, and First International Bank, for their continued support. The mission of the Bruin Booster Club is to support students' ability to participate in all kinds of South High activities, while promoting school spirit, encouraging parent and community support for the Bruins. There's still time to become a member. Check them out on Facebook or search the Fargo South homepage for more information.
Meet Blake, the messiest 4-year-old on the planet. He's no ordinary durability tester. Meet SmartStrand, no ordinary carpet. With all pet protection, it's the softest, most durable, easiest to clean carpet on the planet. When Blake's barn got a comfy makeover, SmartStrand came clean, even went up against a 2-ton rhino. Made to withstand all walks of life. Ask for SmartStrand, rhino tested, rhino approved.
Available at Carpet World, carpetworldfargo.com.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
As an American Family Agent, I look out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Chris Heisey. Visit me online at chrisheisey.com. These days, everyone wants to save money. I can show you how easy it is by having multiple policies. By combining your auto and homeowner's insurance, I can put some change back into your pocket. My website again is chrisheisey.com. I want to be your American Family Agent.
American Family Insurance.
As we come back here on our pregame show, let's dive into this matchup a little bit more between the Mustangs and the Fargo South Bruins. I'm Chase Miller alongside Reggie Funk here. As at the top of the hour, we're inching closer to the opening tip. West Fargo Cheyenne, 5 state tournament appearances. Most recently in 2022, the Mustangs' first was in 2017, made it in 18, 20, 21, and 22. For Fargo South, the last time they made it a decade ago, 2014, for the Fargo South Bruins. 24 state tournament appearances in program history for Fargo South. This will be their first winning season, whether they win or lose today, for the first time since the 2017-2018 campaign. The Bruins head coach by Mike Hendrickson with a mark of 13 wins and 10 losses on the season, while West Fargo Cheyenne head coach by Tim Brandt with a mark of 16 wins and 7 losses on the season. These two teams have split in the regular season. South won on December the 12th, 85-81 at Fargo South. Cheyenne defended their home court then a month and a half later on January the 30th with a 86-75 win at West Fargo Cheyenne. Some of the players to watch out for here for Cheyenne. They came up on the losing side of the thing yesterday against North, but Tommy Ottoman had 19 points, 9 rebounds, and with those 9 boards is now the all-time career rebounder leader here at West Fargo Cheyenne program history, and he's only a junior on top of it here for the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs. Also, having himself a really fine game yesterday. The 6'4 senior Caleb Deere with 20 points in the loss for West Fargo Cheyenne. While for the Fargo South Bruins, a 7-point win over West Fargo Horse. They got down early, but they came back winners by 7 and snapped a 3-game losing streak. They have gone this season as their main man, James Hamilton, the all-stater from a season ago, the senior, 25 points per game and 9 rebounds here for Fargo South. But then there's a Justin Zulu, Josh Barjolo, Ambakar Minganuji, and a handful of others that could really be a difference maker throughout this particular contest here today. When we come back after this, we'll hear from the head coach, Mike Hendrickson. We'll hear from the head coach, Tim Brandt. This will be all ahead of our starting lineups and the opening tip. It's the EDC Tournament Boys Semifinals here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Almost half of the energy used in homes goes toward heating and cooling the spaces we live in. Energy Star certified heating and cooling equipment can improve your comfort while lowering electric bills. Through its Bright Energy Solutions program, City of Hillsborough offers rebates for a wide range of energy-efficient equipment like heat pumps and central air conditioners. You can also get a rebate for having your cooling system professionally tuned up. Call the City of Hillsborough to learn more about rebates or visit BrightEnergySolutions.com.
We aren't meant to be still. And while you determine the direction you'll go, we're just here to help you along the way. So go. Go with experience. Go with teamwork. Go with neighbors. Go with integrity.
Say goodbye to boring birthday parties and corporate events and say hello to a supercharged celebration at the Empire Sports Complex in Fargo with their epic bounce houses that's guaranteed to have your guests jumping for joy at the Empire Sports Complex. Their bounce houses are the ultimate party starter, but don't wait too long to book. Go online now to empirefargo.org. That's empirefargo.org or call 701-318-4161 for your next birthday party or corporate event. The Empire Sports Complex in Fargo. On our Irie Insurance pregame show here today, joining us from the Fargo South Bruins, he's the head coach, that is Mike Hendrickson, as they tangle with the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs in our first state qualifier here, the last state qualifier of the day, but the first game here at West Fargo High School for the EDC tournament. Joining us now, again, Mike, and you kind of take a look at this game. Let's just recap a little bit of the week, right? You got the snowstorm, you have to wait till you play on Wednesday, then you play on Friday, now you're playing a little bit of a back-to-back here. Just take us through what the week's been like from a coach's point of view with all the what-ifs early on, and now here another gym, another day, 3 games in 3 different venues.
Well, that is the crazy part about it. But, I go back a little bit, and we played West Fargo last Thursday, and so we give the kids, the Friday and Saturday off because we had the sophomore EDC tournament at our place. And so we went on Sunday night, and we went on Monday, and like everybody else, Monday was a beautiful day, and you're like, there's no storm coming. This is going to be perfect. And so we went 2 days, and I really thought we were prepared for Central. And then all of a sudden, here comes Tuesday and the weather. And it was really great that our administrative team said, hey, we're not going to play your game because we're not bringing Central down here, but we'll allow you to get a practice in. But anything as a kid, and even as coaches, you throw a little wrinkle into a plan and things change a lot. And so I did again feel that we were ready. Got out on Wednesday for our game, and we started out really hot, doing our right things, scoring, had about a 10-point lead, and then just kind of hit that wall. And I don't know what it was all about. Those things happen. And struggled and ended up losing that game. And then it's like, okay, where are we at now? What are we going to do as a team? I mean, we're the higher seed. We need to get, get our heads back screwed on for Friday. And I thought last night we came out tight. But then again, we just decided to say we're going to play. And I think, like you said, I think we had about an 8-minute stretch there where we just went nuts. And, we can do that. We're the type of team that has that speed, and we can make shots and a lot of different things that we can do. And I know we expect a lot out of James Hamilton, but we can do a lot of other things with other players too. And Reese Kessel stepped up big for us yesterday, and good to see. And now we play Cheyenne today, and they're an awful good team. They had a heck of a battle with North last night, and let's throw the ball up and see what happens.
You mentioned Reese Kessel. Obviously, it doesn't get any easier today in terms of a post presence with Tommy Ottoman. I know it's not just him. There's an egg now, and they got some shooters across from it or two. But what kind of stands out when you go up against West Fargo Cheyenne here, Mike?
Well, you mentioned it with Tommy Ottoman. I mean, he's a dude, and that's when we did our pregame today, and we did all our talking, and it was like, Coach Orange said, the guy's a dude. And so you got to understand what are we going to have to do to help out on him and do some things that way. And so, again, they do have a lot of other players too. I mean, they can shoot it. They're very disciplined. Coach Brandt is a really good coach. I mean, he's one of the younger guys in our league, but just watching him coach and what he does and how he runs his team is phenomenal.
For you, Mike, going into this game, 36 minutes of basketball, what's the one thing Fargo South must do to try to get to that state tournament?
Well, I think we just need to go out and play. We don't have to let other things worry about, and that's what we told them this morning. I mean, it's not about what's happening at home. It's not about what's happening in school. It's not about that. This is that one thing you got to focus on today and make it a very special moment. Make it like this is an EDC tournament. And that's what our expectations are with our guys.
Mike, as always, thanks so much for your time, and best of luck here this evening against the Mustangs.
Hey, thank you.
That again, Mike Hendrickson, head coach for Fargo South. Will continue on our pregame show after this.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
For a top-notch car wash experience, head to Fast Lane Car Wash, situated next to the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo. They treat every vehicle with the same respect and care as their own, ensuring that your car is in good hands from pre-wash preparation to hand-dry finish. Check out the Fast Lane Car Wash on the west side of the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo and spruce up your ride with interior detailing, buff, and wax at the Fast Lane with Thomas, weekdays from 9 to 2. Call 701-799-8226 to schedule an appointment.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms. Saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage. Our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
As we continue on our pregame show here today, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. It's West Fargo Cheyenne and Fargo South Interstate Qualifier here in the EDC Boys Basketball Tournament. Joining us now, the head coach from West Fargo Cheyenne. He's Tim Brandt. And Tim, let's just talk about Tommy Ottoman here. I know a really good performance. He has that old school game, that baby hook, but also he's able to be a man-child on the interior too, get some rebounds, breaks the all-time rebounding record. He still has another season, hopefully, for you guys to come back even stronger and better next year. But for Tommy and his accomplishments, what has it meant for the Cheyenne program so far this season?
Well, obviously he's a huge part of what we do, and you can see when we play that we're centered around Tommy. We try our best to go inside out. I know sometimes it's not. Guards forget to look in there and throw the ball in there sometimes, and we could do a little bit better job of that. But when we play inside out, other teams have to game plan for them, and they have to take notice of them, and they got to collapse and double, and we put a lot of shooters on the floor. So our best bet is playing inside out. So our focal point is him and getting him the ball, and it's sort of the back to the basket game, sort of a little bit of a lost art, and he's really good at that. And when you're 6'9" and you're really skilled, it's good to have that on your side.
When you look at Fargo South, what's going to be a challenge the third time around against Mike Hendrickson's Bruins club?
They're scrappy and they speed you up, and James Hamilton is a really good player. For whatever reason, he always plays really, really well against us. So that's a big focal point for us tonight. And, similar to last night, it's going to be trying to keep them off the glass and win the rebounding battle. We did a really good job with that last night. Just some other things didn't fall our way. But I think if we can keep South off the glass and we can take care of the ball and limit our turnovers, I like our chances.
It's like the first time in about 7 years that we've been outside of the Shield Center, so to speak, for the EDC, but an electric environment last night. How fun was it for your players and you as coaches to be in a packed gym where literally people are almost hanging from the rafters?
It was a lot of fun, and I think you can tell by the South sound of my voice, that I was trying to get things out to the guys, and it's tough for them to hear because it was packed and loud, and the environment was fantastic. And it's unfortunate that you can't be at the Shack, but having an environment like this and having so many fans there last night in a packed gym is, that's an awesome thing too. And so hopefully we can get that again today.
Final thing for you, Tim, before I let you go, for 36 minutes basketball, same thing I asked you yesterday for the final question, but what do you have to do well here tonight for 36 minutes?
We have to play harder than they play, and we have to win 50-50 balls, and we got to do the gritty things that propel us to win this basketball game. So we got to outcompete them.
Tim, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck today.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That again, Coach Brandt for the West Fargo Sheyenne Mustangs will continue after this.
The Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Thursday, March 21st at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. New exciting genetics, 65 of the region's highest quality Red Angus bulls, 20 elite registered heifers, and 5 replacement bred heifers. The sale broadcast on DV Auction. Request a catalog today. Email gjrangus@feltontel.net or call 701-361-3189. Jacobson Red Angus and Partners, Rivers Edge Cattle Company, Prairie Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Thursday, March 21st. Visit jacobsonredangus.com. Lakes Community Co-op takes pride in providing complete customer satisfaction as they serve their local communities with the necessary products and services for farms, businesses, and individuals. Energy solutions, feed, milk, C-stores, meat market, motel, car wash, HVAC, natural gas. Visit your neighborhood Lakes Community Co-op location for them to meet your needs or learn more at lakescommunitycoop.com.
High school basketball continues here on YourLiveEvent.com between Fargo South and West Fargo Sheyenne. Also going on across the way, also on YourLiveEvent.com, just a little bit farther south on Veterans Boulevard. It's Grand Forks Central and West Fargo. Currently, it's a 56-56 ball game with just over 10 minutes to play. Kevin Kochman has a call for you on that one on YourLiveEvent.com. Here's what's at stake today. For Fargo South, if they win this game, they're are big West Fargo Packer fans, because if Fargo South wins and Central wins, South would be the 4, Central would be the 3, as of Central beat South earlier in the tournament. If Fargo South wins and West Fargo wins, the Packers are the 4, Fargo South's the 3. For West Fargo Sheyenne, it's simple. You win, you're the 3 seed no matter what. There's nothing to have to worry about in the other games. So Cheyenne wins, they will be the 3 seed. South could be the 3 or the 4 going to the state tournament with a win here. This would be the final ticket punched from the eastern side of the state. Outside of that game, again at West Fargo Cheyenne right now with West Fargo and alongside Grand Forks Central. That does it for our pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote started today. After the conclusion of this game, we will get to the girls basketball championship featuring Grand Forks Red River and West Fargo Horace. And then from there, we will get to the boys championship. It is a carbon copy rematch from a season ago with North End Davies. We're back after this with the starting lineups and the opening tip here on YourLiveEvent.com.
We your back, protecting homes, vehicles, businesses, crops, personal protections, and so much more. Our surface agents answer the phone with a kind of speed and detail that even the Secret Service would envy. Get protected. Get Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com for a free quote and consultation.
Mission Court Independent Living at Benedictine Living Community offers independent living, giving you a comfortable lifestyle and freedom to do what you like while leaving chores behind. The monthly rent includes housekeeping, 3 daily meals, transportation, social and recreational programs, plus spiritual care and on-site worship services. Call 218-784-5250 to learn more and schedule a tour. And you can save $1,000 with our move-in special. Benedictine Living Community of Ada, recognized for quality care.
Almost half of the energy used in homes goes toward heating and cooling the spaces we live in. Energy Star certified heating and cooling equipment can improve your comfort while lowering electric bills. Through its Bright Energy Solutions program, City of Hillsborough offers rebates for a wide range of energy-efficient equipment like heat pumps and central air conditioners. You can also get a rebate for having your cooling system professionally tuned up. Call the City of Hillsboro to learn more about rebates or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
As we get you ready for our starting lineups here, brought to you in part by today the Empire Sports Complex. The Empire Sports Complex calling all sports fanatics time to unleash your inner athlete. For Fargo South, they'll go like this. Josh Barjolo, the 5'11 sophomore guard. In the backcourt as well, a 5'9 senior Abu Trawale. Justin Zulu, the 5'10 senior, averaging 10 points a game. The All-Stater James Hamilton, the 6'3 senior. And Reese Kessel, the 6'6 senior forward. Barjolo, Trawale, Zulu, Hamilton, and Kessel. Fargo South head coach by Mike Hendrickson with a mark of 13 wins and 10 losses. Now we head to the West Fargo Cheyenne portion with Barry Pennu. Barry Pennu, a 5'9 senior. From there, Noah Olson, a 6'2 senior. Also, Caleb Deere, the 6'4 senior, kind of a stretch guard forward spot here for the Stangs. John Agnow, the 6'4 senior, and also from there, Tommy Oneman here, the 6'9 senior. Pennu, Olson, Deere, Agnow, and Oneman. West Fargo Cheyenne head coach by Tim Brandt with a mark of 16 wins and 17 losses on this season. Fargo South in their gold uniforms with brown numerals, the Bruin Paw out in front, while for the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs out in their white uniforms with the orange numerals with the royal blue trim here for West Fargo Cheyenne. Our officials today, Ethan Johnson, Shane Piatz, and Justin Farkas. That does it for our starting lineups, brought to you in part by the Empire Sports Complex. Go to the Empire Sports Complex today, from one-on-one coaching to personalized training sessions to Reggie's favorite, the bounce houses. That and more, all at the EmpireFargo.org. Chase Miller and Reggie Funk with you here as we get you set for this contest, and we will keep you apprised of what's going on out at West Fargo Cheyenne as well, between West Fargo High School and Grand Forks Central. Opening tap scheduled for 3 o'clock, and we're underway here inside West Fargo High School for our first of 3 here today. Ball will go right-handed side. Agnow will handle it. High post touch. This will go Oneman. Oneman on Kessel off the window. Rebound on the inside to Reese, his first. Other side of the floor. This one goes to Zulu. Zulu now back up top to Hamilton as Hamilton dribbles it back out. Left wing open. Left pocket 3. Abu Trawale can't get that one to go. And Agnow will corral the miss. These two teams can get up and down the floor. The Mustangs averaging 82 points per game. For Fargo South, they're averaging 78. Oneman, left-handed side as this one goes to Olson. Nice pass to Oneman on that little back pick, and there will be a foul on the floor before the shot. Foul will come across on Barjolo, his first, and the team's first. Is trying to make it to state for the first time in a decade as Fargo South. The Mustangs missed it last year, made it in 2022. This one will go up top as they utilize it here. A couple hard dribbles by Agnow, and we'll see a foul. Foul will be on the floor, and this is a second one on Fargo South. It'll last about 7 seconds. Hamilton will pick up his foul. That'll be his first and the team's second. And West Fargo Cheyenne will inbound it here, as they will utilize it on the sideline with Agnow. Bounce pass up top as they will be top of the key. Pennu three-pointer, lipping out, rebound. Oneman put back off the window. No, it's still loose. Oneman trying to corral it another time, and there's a foul. And Hamilton will pick up his second. Hamilton will pick up his second, so the All-Stater here for the Fargo South Bruins potentially might be coming out of the game here. Free throw attempt is up, and that'll be off the front iron. Second free throw attempt on the way as Hamilton will check out. And coming into the game will be Miganuji Abakar, the 6'5 sophomore forward, will check in here for the first time tonight for head coach Mike Hendrickson. Second free throw attempt is up, and it's good. So Oneman, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and taking the first point on our United Savings Credit Union scoreboard are the Mustangs of West Fargo Cheyenne. Kessel here on the top of the key. Reese will utilize it inside the paint. Kick now to Terwale. Terwale, ankle cross, rising from the left elbow, rattling in for two. Abu with his first 2 points of the contest. For Fargo South, again, you take someone who's averaging 25 of your 78 points per game on the bench with a 2 early fouls. Someone or the team will have to come up large as the Bruins lead it by a point. Penu with it. Penu inside, off the window, got it to go for 2. Barry Penu with his first field goal of the game, and the Cheyenne Mustangs are back up by 1. Left-handed side goes Reese. Kessel back up top now to Barjolo. Barjolo with it. This one will be out of play, and it will stay Bruin basketball. As Fargo South here with Abu, the 5'9 senior guard, to inbound it. 16-18 remaining in the first half of play. As these two teams settling in. Right-handed side, this one will go to Miganuji. Miganuji able to spin, making his way to the paint. Kick now to Terwale. Abu goes behind the back, gets by Penu off the window, and a board to Tommy Ottoman, his third. Penu working with it the other side of the floor. As this one will be at the top of the key. Penu making his way to the right wing. Dribble handoff now to Noah Olson. Olson back to the left-hand side to Agnow. Agnow goes behind the back, able to spin, hanging, shoot, scoop shot, no. Ottoman saves it from going out of bounds, his 4th board double, and Abu able to jump the passing lane. Left-handed side, Zulu, Justin rising, shooting, 3-pointer long, and a board here to Caleb Deere. For the Cheyenne Mustangs, their 6th rebound already in the opening 2.5 minutes. Penu, right-handed side up and over on the pass, goes to Ottoman. Ottoman with the dunk, but missed it, but stays with it, and we're going to have a violation here as this one will go on West Fargo Cheyenne. So hanging on the rim, so that'll be an offensive goaltend, if you will, and that will be negated. We saw Ottoman do the same thing yesterday with that step through with the dunk. That time hit too much of the iron, and it will be Fargo South basketball. Barjolo at the right wing, guarded by Agnow. Barjolo looks it to the baseline to Terwale. Ball gets swung around left-handed side to Miganuji. Miganuji partially blocked on the shot here with Caleb Deere. And for West Fargo Cheyenne, they will come up with it now with Penu. Penu in the front court, right-handed side to Noah Olson. Olson looking for a teammate as they've done through the majority of the season, looking to kind of go through Ottoman here when he's open. Agnow top of the key, he can hit it. No, put back to Ottoman, just lays it in ever so nicely for 2. He's got 3 points and 5 rebounds. He broke the all-time career rebounding record last night in the loss against Fargo North, and right now he's adding to it with 5 boards in the first half. Here's the answer 3 for the Bruins. Bang it in. Abu Terwale now with 5. All the points here for Fargo South, and it's their first tie of the opening half. Mustangs right-handed side. This will go to the right wing. Now back up top. Cheyenne with Deere finger roll layup halfway down. Ball gets tapped out, and Miganuji will come up with it. This one for the Bruins. Nearly a turnover, and it will be off of who? And it will be off of Fargo South. Oh, sloppy basketball here, but you kind of expect it to a state qualifier at sometimes. Got some butterflies and nerves. Fargo South, as they've done all season, Mike Henderson talked about it. His main deal, as Ali Shahid will check in, is trying to find enough minutes as they will go 8, 10, 12 deep throughout a particular ball game regardless of foul situation. Ottoman rips it through, and there's a foul with Casey Fallingstead. He'll pick up his first and the team's third. Swinging to the free throw line. We'll be shooting 2 here as Tim Brandt. We'll be talking it over with 4 of the 5 Mustangs as Tommy heads to stripe. West Fargo Cheyenne in a back-and-forth game lost against Fargo North 72-66 yesterday, while Fargo South won in a also back-and-forth game against West Fargo Horace by a final of 74-67. Second free throw attempt upcoming here for Tommy as the Mustangs try to regain the advantage. Free throw attempt is up, and it's in. So Ottoman goes 2 for 4 from the free throw line here so far today. Fargo South with Abu Terwale. Terwale will handle it here and leaves it left-handed side to Hamilton. That's James back in the game with those 2 personal fouls off the flex cut, but an illegal screen just wasn't set, was Terwale. He'll pick up his second and the team's 4th. So far, 4 fouls for Fargo South, 0 for West Fargo Cheyenne. Bruins continue to go with Mikey Hamilton, the 5'10 sophomore guard. Mike, for short, will check back into the contest. That's for the Bruins right now. They'll pick up a little full court token pressure defense. With it is Sullivan Irie. Irie here at the top of the key, takes the ball screen right-handed side with the rock now to Olsen. Interior Ottoman. Ottoman goes through a triple team. Kick left-handed side. Three-pointer coming. Rattle it in. Sullivan Irie with his 24th made three-pointer of the season. And West Fargo Cheyenne now leads it by 4. Hamilton trying the answer. Rainbow three for James off the rim. No rebound. Tapped out, and Ottoman will handle the loose ball, working on that double-double kind of performance. Egnow from 24 feet off the front iron. Rebound here eventually for Fargo South, but going out of bounds to be Ali Shahid, and right back to West Fargo Cheyenne. All 5 points of the Bruins so far by Trewally. That's his season average for the 5'9 senior. Ottoman up top, posting up on the interior. Here it is. Ripping it through, and Deere will get to the free throw line to shoot 2. Caleb Deere, a 65% free throw shooter on the season. Foul will be on Fargo South, and they got to be careful here. That's their 6th foul already with 13:05 left to play here in the first half. As Shahid will pick up the foul, his first, team 6th, and 2 more free throws for the Mustangs. Like we said, if you're West Fargo Cheyenne right now, continuing to attack, you're going to get free throws and get rewarded with those moving forward. Free throw attempts, number 2 on the way, upcoming here for Deere, is up and good. Cheyenne's been to the free throw line 6 times, and they made 3 of them. Other side of the floor for Fargo South. Since we've been tied at 5, it's been 5 consecutive points here for West Fargo Cheyenne. Our last 2 minutes and change. Bruins. Austin Zulu putting on a dribbling clinic. Leaves it to Hamilton to the baseline runner. No. Rebound underneath. Here to Tommy. Ottoman will give it to Egnow here as West Fargo Cheyenne with make that 3 field goals so far in the game. Egnow, interior, Ottoman. Ottoman spinning his way, hanging off the window for 2. That's just old school basketball. Tommy Ottoman, have yourself a first half so far. 6 points and 7 rebounds. Hamilton, Mike, top of the key to James's older brother with it between the rings now to Shahid. Shahid muscling his way, and there's a foul on West Fargo Cheyenne. Foul will be on Sullivan Irie, his first, and the team's first. Substitution into the game. Coming in will be Jackson Miller. We'll check it in for the Fargo South Bruins. Josh Barjolo will check back in here for Fargo South. Bruins here with Barjolo to inbound the basketball. Looking for Fallingstead instead. They give it left-handed side. Fargo South to Hamilton on the baseline. That's Mike. Couple hard dribbles to the paint. Shot, no. Rebound, tussle for eventually Deere will come up with it. And we'll have a reaching foul on Fargo South. Austin Zulu will pick up the foul, his first, team 7th. And as we talked about, the bonus game now comes into play here with 12:07 left to play in the first half. How many free throws can West Fargo Cheyenne get is going to be the question moving forward here with Caleb Deere. It's all right to be aggressive, but right now Fargo South just doing a little bit too much of the reaching. Free throw opportunity for Deere misses. Rebound will come underneath to James Hamilton. Now up top will be Hamilton, left-handed side, Fallingstead left pocket 3. That'll go long. Egnow will corral it underneath. John Egnow, left-handed side to Deere. Extra pass will go to Miller on the inside. In and out, Miller, left pocket 3. This one rattling out. Tip here for Egnow, and there's a foul. Egnow will get fouled, and Fargo South is saying, hey, Egnow ran into his own guy in Tommy Ottoman. There shouldn't be a foul, but the foul will be coming across. And this will be on Fallingstead, his second. So the Bruins, 2 on Hamilton, 2 on Fallingstead, and they already picked up their 8th team foul. Egnow becomes the 3rd different Mustang player to shoot free throws. An 81% free throw shooter as Turo Moni will check in, and Reese Kessel will check into the game here for Fargo South. Free throw opportunity. Number 2 upcoming here for West Fargo Cheyenne and John Egnow. As Egnow Right-handed tosses up and in. 5 of 8 from the free throw line here for West Fargo Cheyenne. Their largest lead of the game. They've scored 9 consecutive points here for the Mustangs in the last about 3 minutes. Here's the top of the key 3. Hamilton front iron, no. Rebound for Ignow. Ignow lost it and a traveling violation. So Ignow will give it right back here to Fargo South. And if you're the Bruins, just looking for something offensively to go your way. 50 seconds remaining at Cheyenne. It's 77-74 Packers over Grand Forks Central right now. Rebound comes down off the miss. Put back good for 2 for Reese Kessel. Kessel 2 points and 2 rebounds. As the Bruins, now a football score getting doubled up against West Fargo Cheyenne. Sullivan Irie taking the ball screen. Irie to Money. Money will handle it here to Agnow. Agnow, right wing. Agnow crossing over inside the paint. Agnow to the tin. Right-handed finger roll layup for 2. John Agnow with his first made field goal. Mustangs 5 players in the scoring column here as Hamilton. That's James Good. Spin on the inside. Left-handed layup for 2. James Hamilton put his defender in the spin cycle. And just like that, the Bruins with back-to-back field goals. Fargo South will continue with the full court pressure defense. Sullivan Irie nearly stolen away. Here goes Money. 3-pointer left wing. Tickles a twine. Monet now with 25 3-pointers on the season. He hit a couple off the bench last night against Fargo North. Hamilton taking a couple hard dribbles. Drive, kick, left-handed side. Austin Zulu, left pocket 3 off the iron. Rebound tapped down the hands of Barjolo. Barjolo gives it to Kessel, right of the key. He'll come into a 3. That'll be long, and Deere gets the rebound. Caleb with his 3rd board of the contest as West Fargo Cheyenne making their way now to Agnow. Agnow handles it top of the key. The Bruin faithful chanting defense. Sullivan Irie uses it back up top. This one to Deere. Deere hard down the paint off the window. Can't get it to go. And a board to Reese Kessel. Other side, Fargo South saves it for a moment. But Josh Barjolo will run out of real estate and a turnover for the Bruins. Fargo South, Trawale with Zulu and alongside with Abakar Miganunji will come in. While for West Fargo Cheyenne, they will bring Penu back into the game. Also with Tommy Oneman here in this one. As you'll have Penu now. Full court pressure defense. Mustangs lead it by 10. Penu gets it in the front court to Sullivan Irie. Irie to Money. Oneman posting up on the inside. They're fronting, and there's a foul. Foul will be on Fargo South. Miganunji will pick up the foul, his first, team's 9th, and will go for a make one to get one free throw opportunity. As heading to the free throw line is Money, who's 10 of 13 on the free throw line here this season, at the line to shoot the make one to get one opportunity. 5 points so far from the free throw line for West Fargo Cheyenne, and keep it at 5, as this one will be a rebound here to Miganunji, his 2nd. Fargo South will utilize it here. This one gives it to Kessel. Right-handed side now to Zulu. Justin between the circles. Leaves it to Kessel. Kessel at the left wing looking for a teammate. Kessel to Zulu on the baseline. Couple hard dribbles to the paint. Good-looking move on the way for the senior guard. Justin Zulu with his first field goal of the afternoon. Bruins will continue to pick up, but they have to play smart, as if they foul, it's 2 shots from here on out for West Fargo Cheyenne from the free throw line. Kessel gets out in front. That's a turnover. Miganunji goes the other side of the floor. Left-handed side, Zulu. Dribble, pullback, 3. Off the iron, can't get it. And a board here to Sullivan Irie. Irie will handle the basketball in the front court as Irie goes down to Oneman. Oneman left-handed side, as this one will be with Jackson Miller. Miller, top of the key. He'll shoot. 3-pointer off the back of the rim. Rebound right in the hands of Irie. Penu to Irie here. Irie gives it back to Barry. Penu, left-handed side. Miller, back to Penu. Penu crossing over, rising, 17-footer, got it to go. And a timeout on the floor will break with him. Barry Penu now has 4. On our United Savings Credit Union scoreboard, the Stangs lead it by 10.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies, including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill, you'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
And right on cue as we take a look at the West Fargo Cheyenne bench across the way. This timeout brought to you in part by the Petro Stopping Centers. At the Petro Stopping Center, you can check them out 24/7, 365. At the Petro Stopping Centers, they got you ready to gear up throughout the upcoming spring, from food to some gas for your ride, that and more. Just located off 45th Street and I-94 in Fargo. Chase Miller, Reggie Funk with you here from West Fargo High School. West Fargo Cheyenne tied at 5 with Fargo South. Bruins led by a point early, but since then, after it's been tied at 5, it's been all Mustangs with the advantage. Fargo South looking for it on the high post after the timeout by Coach Tim Brandt. That's his first of the game. Hamilton making his way with the pass. This will go left pocket to Justin Zulu, 3. That'll go long. Hamilton sees this one out of bounds, and it'll be off of James. And Mike Hendrickson just kind of nods his head up and down as to say, yep, from his position on the court. 19 fouls to 1 so far. That's been a difference maker for West Fargo Cheyenne, as they have, again, 5 free throws made, and a couple of them because of the bonus. Money, left pocket. Kessel trying to get inside of Tommy Ottoman. Now I go to Penu. Penu here at the right of the key. Ottoman will utilize it left-hand side for West Fargo Cheyenne with Sullivan Irie. Irie, ball screen coming. Irie takes a jumper from 15. Can't get it to go on a board to Reese Kessel, his 4th of the contest. Fargo South will utilize it here in the front court. Right-handed side to Miganunji. Back to left wing to Zulu. Inside to Kessel. Oh, what a honey of a find by Zulu to Kessel. Zulu barely had the basketball for a half a second, but he knew where he wanted that to go. Tommy Ottoman, his 6'9 junior, goes up the ladder to help his team clear a little bit of pressure on the full court. Open left pocket 3. Moni partially blocked on the way. Good hands defensively by Miganunji. Trawali goes the other side of the floor. Finds Kessel. Kessel to Hamilton. Hamilton behind the back. Hamilton lost it, tripped, and will have a traveling violation here on Fargo South. Agnow will check back in with Noah Olson and Caleb Deere here for West Fargo Cheyenne, while Kessel will check out, as you'll have Casey Fallingstead, the 6'8 senior forward, checking in here for the Fargo South Bruins. So with Fallingstead and Kessel, Fargo South does have some size to throw at with Tommy Ottoman, but Tommy, he came out swinging. 6.7 rebounds. We haven't said his name a whole ton as of late offensively for Cheyenne over the last 4 minutes. Agnow gets inside the paint, jumper from 13, rattling out and a board. Eventually tipped here to Fallingstead. Fargo South has numbers. It's a 5-on-4 if they can hurry. They'll shoot the 3 instead. Three-pointer going to be off the mark. Rebound tapped out here to John Agnow after the miss by Miganunji. Penu to the paint, off the window, no. Board coming down to Abu. Trawali up the other side, right to the 10, left-handed layup. Rebound. Fargo South with a dribble on inside for Miganunji. Miganunji with 2 points and 3 rebounds. A final from West Fargo Cheyenne. The Packers with a win, 81-74. This one hitting the deck. Good defense and a tie-up for Fargo South with Trawali and Barry Penu, and the arrow make its way towards Fargo South. So a final again. West Fargo breaks the hearts of Grand Forks Central with an 81-74 victory. The 6th seed West Fargo Packers are heading to state, and they will be the 4th seed in the state tournament. So the winner of this game now will be the 3 seed from the East. Josh Barjolo here at the top of the key. Barjolo with it between the rings. Right-handed side to Fallingstead. Fallingstead looking for a teammate. Mike Hamilton, top of the key. Off the iron, rebound to Ottoman. And Tommy will slow it up here with Barry Penu. Penu. This one will go bounce pass to Tommy Ottoman. It'll be out of play and towards Cheyenne. Cheyenne to inbound it. This one will go now to the top to Barry Pennu. Pennu working with it on the interior left of the key. Now back up top here for Pennu. Pennu making his way right to the tin, off the window. No, ball's loose. Eventually it'll be with the Cheyenne Mustangs, and we'll see a shot clock violation. Great defense here as Tim Brandt right now is going to talk it over with the official, saying, hey, when that one went across, should have been a reset possibly. Nope, nothing reset on the shot clock. And a turnover on West Fargo Cheyenne. So for the Fargo South Bruins, all of a sudden just kind of withstanding that storm that was at 19-9 at one point, cut down to 2 possessions with 5 minutes remaining here in this first half. Neither club would say that they played a great game, but enough to get them to where they are, and there's a foul on the floor, and this will be the second foul on West Fargo Cheyenne as a team. The foul will be on John Agnow, his first, team's second. Fargo South will inbound the basketball as they do. This one will go to Hamilton, right pocket for Mike, off the side of the rim, and we'll see a foul underneath. This will be on Caleb Deere, just holding a little bit of Hamilton there. That's James. And check that, that'll be on Olson, Olson will pick up his first in the team's 30. Just feel like if South could get it to a one-possession game, they can maybe make a little bit more of a run. While the Mustangs right now looking to get something offensively going after a really good start, but since then it's been really choppy for Cheyenne. Fallingstead makes his way. Fallingstead inside the paint. Block shot for Ottoman, and Agnow will come up with it. Agnow looking for the skip to Pennu. Pennu fires a pass that gets deflected out of bounds. 4:28 remaining here in our first half before we get to our halftime show. Brought to you in part by First Class Mortgage. It's more than their company name. It's the way they do business at First Class Mortgage here in Fargo. We'll get to that in a moment. Up and over on the interior, Ottoman to Agnow. Right wing three. Agnow off the iron. Off the side of the backboard, actually, as James Hamilton with a full head of steam. Right to the tin. Off the window for 2. James Hamilton now with 4. And the Bruins are clawing back. They're back within 4. Pennu will utilize it to Agnow. Agnow slips it in the interior. Ottoman triple team comes, but Ottoman, oh, what a move through a triple team. That's called the sky hook right there, and my cameraman Reggie Funk has a grin ear to ear. He likes that move. 23-17. Josh Barjolo, the Mustangs need to get more post touches moving forward here for Ottoman. Left-handed side, Hamilton. Mike will tickle the twine. Hamilton with the 3, his first triple of the contest, and the Bruins are back within 3. West Fargo Cheyenne with Pennu here. Agnow trying to get open with Josh Barjolo on the guard. Agnow, this will be a foul. Josh will eventually pick it up, and Agnow will head to the line to shoot 2. Foul will be on Barjolo, his second. 2 free throws upcoming for Agnow, and that's something we haven't said a ton of here in the last 3 to 4 minutes. In terms of the Bruins taking full advantage of the 1-and-1. And now into the double. Free throw opportunity is good. So Agnow able to bury the free throw. 5 points in the game, over half of them are from the free throw line. And I have a substitution here as Fargo South. Boo Terwali will check in. You see Justin Zulu with Hamilton, Reese Kessel on the floor as well. Agnow goes 2 of 2 from the free throw line, as the Bruins will also have Austin Zulu as well. Mustangs back up by 10 on our United Savings Credit Union scoreboard with locations in Fargo, Dilworth, and Moorhead. Nearly a traveling violation. Hamilton gives it back now to Justin. He'll rise, he'll shoot, 3-pointer no, and Ottoman gets his 9th rebound of the game. Tommy is a board and a made field goal away from a double-double in the first half. Pennu, and that's going to be a blocking foul and free throws here for the Mustangs. Terwali with his second, with all the fouls here for Fargo South. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Nobody has 3, but you do have 4 players with 2. Barjolo, Terwali, James Hamilton, and Fallingstead all have 2 here for Fargo South. And Barry Pennu, a 63% free throw shooter, heads to line. Free throw attempt is up and in. As Ali Shaheen will check in now for Fargo South. The Bruins able to withstand the early possessions there from West Fargo Cheyenne. Now it's Cheyenne trying to get some rhythm back offensively as they go 2 for 2 from the free throw line. And for Fargo South and West Fargo Cheyenne, winner will be the 3 seed heading to the state tournament. Loser will end up with their season coming to a close. Hamilton to Kessel. Kessel with a full head of steam off the window. Can't get it to go. Rebound to Barry Penu. Winner of this game will play in the nightcap at 8 o'clock on Thursday in Bismarck. Agnow, top of the key, three-pointer, long rebound. Tapped out to Austin Zulu. Zulu now in the front court at the right wing. Zulu looking for a teammate, finds one here with Shahid. Back now to Hamilton. Here's the Rainbow Three! Splash City! James Hamilton now with 7. And for the Bruins, that's their third three-pointer here in the first half. Agnow. Ball screen coming. Agnow looking for it on the interior. Bounce pass to Tommy Ottoman. Now to the left-handed side. This will go back up top to Penu. Penu with a jab step. Penu lost it out of bounds and a turnover on West Fargo Cheyenne. That gets the Fargo South faithful off their feet as Agnow will check out of the game. For the Mustangs, Barry Penu with Olson Deer. You also have Tommy Ottoman on the floor. And with him is Sullivan Irie. Hamilton, top of the key. Right-handed side, this will go to Justin Zulu. Back to Hamilton. Hamilton, and there's a foul on the floor. Foul be on Caleb Deer, his first. Mustangs with fouls to give. That's just their fourth with 1:46 remaining before we get to our First Class Mortgage halftime show. As the crowd will continue to filter and file in. Last night was a near sellout here at West Fargo High School, and expecting the same here tonight. Bruins got to get it in. They do to Hamilton. Hamilton, little cradle rock, making his way into the paint, spinning, hanging, shot, tough one. Good D on the way by Deer to force that contested shot. Ottoman gets his 10th rebound out of the first half. Penu, right-handed side. This will go to Olson. Olson finds it now to Irie. Fargo South switches on the man defense. Irie takes it to Deer, left baseline, triple on the way. Got it to go. Caleb Deer with his 41st made triple of the season, and the Mustangs lead it by 7. Kind of been hanging around this 4 to 7 point plateau for the last couple of minutes to close out this first half. Justin Zulu with it, rising, 17-footer off the front iron. No one boxed out the shooter. Justin taps it out of play, and this will be off of Fargo South. For the Mustangs, trying to make it to state here for West Fargo Cheyenne. As the Mustangs are looking for their 6th state tournament appearance in program history, the first coming in 2017. For Fargo South, it would be their 25th all-time and the first since 2014 for the Bruins. We know West Fargo, alongside with North and Davies, all heading to state. Who's going to join them here from the Fargo-Moorhead metro area? Bounce pass. This one will go right-handed side off the mark. No, put back, though, slam for Tommy. And there's your double-double with authority. Ottoman now with a double-double of 10 points and 10 rebounds. Zulu up top. This will go to Shahid. Shahid guarded here by Sullivan Irie. Ball screen coming, left-handed side. This one rising, left pocket three. Off the front iron for Justin Zulu and a rebound for Caleb Deer. And Tim Brandt says, let's take one quality look here. Penu in the front court with 8. Penu gets to the paint. Block shot on the way. Meganucci gets the block and a foul here for West Fargo Cheyenne. Foul be on Noah Olson, his second, and maybe not the worst thing in the world considering there would have been a full head of steam going the other side with 5 seconds. But now the Bruins got to have to beat the clock with 5.2. Inbounding it will be Hamilton. That's Mike. Gives it. This one goes to Shahid. Shahid in the front court with 3. With 2 to Hamilton. Hamilton spins, gets the shot up before the horn, and that one nearly got it to go. After one half of play, it's West Fargo Cheyenne, the Mustangs 32. Fargo South, the Bruins 23. A palindrome takes you to our First Class Mortgage halftime show here on your liveevent.com.
Even as a kid, I knew I wanted to be part of Polar Communications because they have such a long history of taking care of their employees.
I'm grateful that we get to work with great people every day, and I get to go home at the end of the day knowing that what we did for the day matters.
It's a great place to be part of a team and feel like you're achieving so much more than just answering a phone call. Polar is more than that. Polar is family.
Keep your job site stocked with reliable service from Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Our team specializes in everything concrete. That means hand tools and equipment, rebar of all shapes and sizes, concrete forming packages and ICFs, decorative concrete materials like color, stain, sealers, and coatings. And let's not forget our impressive fleet of winter construction equipment to keep the concrete flowing all year round. If you've got concrete questions, we've got concrete answers at Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Visit us today at any of our 6 locations.
Red River Valley Speedway.
Racing runs May through August. For more details, visit RedRiverValleySpeedway.com.
Let the team at Taxman help prepare your taxes and answer any of your tax-related questions. From financial planning, payroll services, and retirement planning, Taxman focuses on your unique tax, accounting, and consulting needs. For expert, affordable service from accountants that care about you with a combined 200 years of experience, choose Taxman. Open year-round with offices in Fargo and Moorhead. For more information, go online to fmtaxman.com.
We come back at our half, brought to you in part by First Class Mortgage. First Class Mortgage, more than their company name, it's the way they do business. Whether you're buying a new home or refinancing your existing mortgage, their dedicated team takes the time to understand your financial situation. They provide first-class service, first-class knowledge, and a first-class experience at the lowest interest rates. For more information, go online to firstclasscorp.org. That is firstclasscorp.com. Again, firstclasscorp.com. 32-23 for West Fargo Cheyenne. 23 points defensively given up, but again they scored 32. 6 players in the scoring column as they go 9 of 14 from the free throw line. 3 made threes, 21 rebounds to 5 turnovers. Well, for the Fargo South Bruins, 6 players in the scoring column. They hit 3 threes. They have yet to shoot a free throw in the game for Fargo South. 13 rebounds to 3 turnovers. Individually, double-double again for Ottoman, 10 points and 10 boards. Then you got 6 points here for John Agnow with 4 rebounds, 6 points for Barry Pennu, 4 points, 4 rebounds for Caleb Deere, 3 points for Money off the bench, and 3 points for Sullivan Irie off the bench as well. For the Fargo South Bruins, they're led by the 7 points of James Hamilton with 2 rebounds. He does have 2 personal fouls. 5 points for Abu Trawali, who had the first 5 points of the game for the Bruins. 4 points for Reese Kessel, 3 for Mike Hamilton, 2 for Miganuji, and 2 for Justin Zulu as well. The Bruins' 24th game of the season, 13-10. Well, for West Fargo Cheyenne, their 24th game of the season with a mark of 16 wins and 7 losses. At the half again, brought to you in part by First Class Mortgage. It's West Fargo Cheyenne with the double-double of Tommy Ottoman, 10 points and 10 rebounds, leading Fargo South with James Hamilton, 7 points. When we come back after this, we'll let you know what the state bracket looks like to this point here on YourLiveEvent.com.
This is your livelihood, and success requires a seed partner that's just as committed as you are. Just like you, we're farmers first, so our values are rooted just as deep and our goals are just as strong. Our team is ready to hit your fields, so no matter what each growing season brings, we'll get through it together. It's who we are. Thunderseed, first in the field.
When it comes to your next outdoor project, let the team at Turf Tamers take care of you. Turf Tamers provides the professional services and is your one-stop shop for turning your dirt yard into a beautiful oasis. When you choose Turf Tamers, you can trust that your outdoor spaces are in the hands of skilled professionals who truly care about creating beautiful landscapes. For a quote or more information, go online to turftamersfargo.com. That's turftamersfargo.com.
High school basketball here today on YourLiveEvent.com. The Fargo South Bruins so far shooting 10 of 35 from the floor. They're 3 of 18 from the three-point line. Well, on the opposite side for West Fargo Cheyenne, they're shooting 33% from the floor. They're 3 of 11 from the three-point line so far here in this one for the Mustangs. For the Fargo South Bruins, again, they've been awfully efficient with those turnovers here today. But it's been the rebounding for Cheyenne that's been the difference maker right now. Cheyenne with 27 rebounds to Fargo South's 15. Take a look what happened earlier today in the WDA basketball tournament out on the girls' side out in Bismarck. Some of the finals that are making their way in. For the first time since 2001, we'll have a state tournament in girls hoops that does not involve Bismarck Century. Century falls to Bismarck High 67-51. Bismarck St. Mary's then springs the upset, the 6th seed over the 5th seeded Mandan Braves. The reason why it was an upset, St. Mary's is going to go to state as a team under 500, while Mandan was a 15-win team. So St. Mary's will be the 4 seed from the West. Bismarck will be the 3 seed from the West. Bismarck Legacy plays Mountain High in the WDA Championship later today. And then on the boys' side of things, again, you have Century Dickinson in one state qualifier, Mandan Legacy in another, and the championship will feature Minot and Bismarck High. So that, again, is a look at the WDA tournament. Earlier today on the EDC basketball portion, Fargo Davies with a win over North, 82-44 on the girls' side. Cheyenne defeats Fargo Shanley, 65-44. So Cheyenne will be the 4th seed from the East on the girls' side and play at 1 o'clock against the WDA champion. Bismarck High, the 3 seed from the West, will play at 3 o'clock against the runner-up of the EDC championship. St. Mary's, the 4th seed, will play the EDC tournament champ at 5 o'clock on Thursday, and then Fargo Davies, the 3 seed from the East, will play either against Minot or Legacy, the loser of that game. That is a look at your girls' matchups. While for the West Fargo Packer boys, they will open the state tournament at 2 o'clock on Thursday against the number 1 seed from the West, and that's the only thing we know at this point after West Fargo defeated Grand Forks Central 81-74. The winner of this game will play in the nightcap at 8 o'clock on Thursday out in Bismarck, and that'll be at the Bismarck Event Center main arena. We'll come back after this, get you ready for the second half. Again, that does it for our halftime show, brought to you in part by First Class Mortgage. More than the company name, it's the way they do business. For more information, go to firstclasscorp.com. That's firstclasscorp.com. Back with second half action after this.
Meet Blake, the messiest 4-year-old on the planet. He's no ordinary durability tester. Meet SmartStrand, no ordinary carpet. With all pet protection, it's the softest, most durable, easiest to clean carpet on the planet. When Blake's barn got a comfy makeover, SmartStrand came clean, even went up against a 2-ton rhino. Made to withstand all walks of life. Ask for SmartStrand, rhino tested, rhino approved.
Available at Carpet World, carpetworldfargo.com.
As an American Family Agent, I look out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Chris Heisey. Visit me online at chrisheisey.com. These days, everyone wants to save money. I can show you how easy it is by having multiple policies. By combining your auto and homeowner's insurance, I can put some change back into your pocket. My website again is chrisheisey.com. I want to be your American Family Agent.
American Family Insurance.
As we get you ready for second half action, I'm Chase Miller alongside Reggie Funk. Thank you so much for tuning in to high school basketball here today. The EDC Final boys basketball state qualifier of today here on yourliveevent.com. Then we still got 2 more games to come with the EDC championship games. The girls will feature West Fargo Horse, second year in program history at the varsity level. They're heading to state, going up against Grand Forks Red River. And then on the opposite side, it's Fargo Davies, Fargo North in the boys contest a little bit later on at 7 o'clock. Pennu inside to Tommy Ottoman. Here comes a double. Pennu top of the key. 3 on the way. This one off the iron. Rebound to Josh Barjolo. Now to Trewale. Trewale gives it to Hamilton. That's James. Lost it and out of play. Kessel and Justin Zulu also on the floor here for Fargo South. Deer with Noah Olson, Agnow, Ottoman, and Pennu. Both teams have their original starting 5 out on the contest. This would be to Justin Zulu. Zulu ripping it through a couple hard dribbles. Oh, and a block shot by Ottoman. Ottoman able to hit that and take it out of play. 32 points here for West Fargo Cheyenne, averaging 82 per contest. For Fargo South, just 23, averaging 78. Jumper by Kessel, can't get it to go. Rebound to Barry Pennu. Sometimes in tournament season, everything just crunches up a little bit. The possessions mean more. And the defenses can start coming alive. Jumper, Agnow gives a nice pass for the 2-hand rim rockin' jam. Tommy Ottoman with his second dunk of the night. Nice extra pass on the way from Agnow there. The unselfish play as the Mustangs lead it by 11. Hamilton with it, right-handed side now to Zulu. Zulu back up top to Kessel. Kessel weaving his way to Abu Trewale to the left-hand side to Zulu. Zulu inside the paint finds it to Kessel. Kessel at the free throw line. Left-handed side taking it. Barjolo, 13-footer, rattling out. Rebound to Noah Olson. Good offensive set, though, for Fargo South. Comes up empty. For Cheyenne, they will utilize it here to Pennu. Pennu back up top as this one will go to Ottoman. Left wing here now to Noah Olson. Olson to Ottoman. Ottoman double team coming. Ottoman rips it through and a block shot by Kessel. And then it's off of who? And it's off of Fargo South. Bruins were down by 10 the first half, cut it to 1 possession. And now they'll have to do the same thing here, only now down by 11 on our United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. Pennu gives it up top. Ottoman, right of the key. West Fargo Cheyenne will have it near sideline. Bounce pass to Tommy. Ottoman gives it back to the top. 3-pointer for the Stangs, and that one will be a shot clock violation. Turnover on West Fargo Cheyenne. Good D for the Fargo South Bruins. Fargo South here with Josh Barjolo will handle it, as this will be with Abu Trewale. Trewale in the front court, leaves it between the circles now to Zulu, right-handed side of Barjolo. Hamilton, nice pass across the way, but better defense here for Noah Olson to come up with it. And a turnover. Agnow, this will go into the front row, and Josh Barjolo taps that one out of bounds into the West Fargo Cheyenne student section. I'm Chase Miller alongside Reggie Funk. This is the EDC basketball tournament here on yourliveevent.com. Still a girls game and a boys game. Both title games still to come. 3-pointer, rattle it in. Barry Pennu now with 9. And for West Fargo Cheyenne, their 4th made 3 of the game. Hamilton, other side off the window, no. Rebound comes down to Barry. Pennu in the front court, right-handed side to Noah Olson, back to Pennu. Pennu with a hard drive to Olson. Looking for a teammate, finds one here at the top of the key. Right wing, rising, shooting 3. That one going in and out, no good by Pennu. Tommy Ottoman tips it around once and twice, but eventually it will be Barjolo, but then Fargo South turns it over. Cheyenne in the front court with Deer. Deer gives it to Olson, and it'll be last off of Fargo South here with Trewale. Mike Hamilton to check in with him as Austin Zulu and Abakar Miganuji will check in here for the Bruins. Ottoman, this one hit the actual rim on the inbounds from Agnow. It goes out of play, and they'll say it'll be off of Fargo South. So off the inbounds, it hits the rim as they were looking for the touch to Ottoman. And now Agnow will inbound the basketball. As he does, it's going to be a turnover as Austin Zulu was ready for it. Then this is stayed behind the back from Deer to Agnow with the end one. John Agnow now with 8, and Deer with the behind the back play there, as this one will be an and-one opportunity. Foul will be assessed on the Fargo South Bruins, their first as a team in the second half, and the second on Miganuji. Jumper. The free throw attempt is off the mark by Agnow. Rebound comes down to Trawale, his second. Fargo South in the front court, largest deficit of the game here at 16 points. This one will get slipped and we'll see a foul. West Fargo Cheyenne trying to hide away a little bit here against Fargo South, as Noah Olson will get tabbed with the foul. His third, team's first of the second half. South gets it in before a 5 count to Kessel. Kessel to the left-handed side of Hamilton. Back now to Trawale. Trawale, jumper on the way. That'll go long. Rebound here underneath, and Cheyenne will see this. It'll be Mustangs basketball. Cheyenne in the backcourt with Barry Penu. Here comes the double. Penu slips a pass now to Caleb Deere. Deere in the front court. Gives it back up top to Penu. Agnow back to Barry. Extra pass to Deere. Left wing 3 on the way. That'll go long. Rebound though for Ottoman. Ottoman, nice little slip pass to Deere. Can't finish. Fargo South needs a bucket. Hamilton 3 on the way. This will go long, and a board to John Agnow, his 5th of the contest. Fargo South held scoreless here in the opening 4 minutes of this second half, or 3:58 now as the clock stops. As only Shahid will check in, and the Mustangs on a 7-0 run here to open up the first couple minutes of this second half of play. And so the Bruins right now, again, just looking for a good offensive rhythm or set. Kessel up top now to Zulu. That's Austin. Austin making his way in the paint. Bounce pass, and we'll see a turnover here over and back. It wasn't tipped with Shahid. Fargo South with 5 timeouts remaining. West Fargo Cheyenne, they have 4. Both teams with 1 team foul. 12 points to lead the floor for the Mustangs with Tommy Ottoman, while 7 points to lead the floor for Hamilton for Fargo South. West Fargo Cheyenne will leave it. Agnow up and over on the pass to Ottoman. Good hedge and better front there by Kessel to tip that one away. Other side of the floor goes Shahid. Slip pass on the interior. Extra fine. This will go to Kessel for 2. Tick, tack, and toe. Reese Kessel now has 6. Miganuji with the assist. Bruins are on the board for the first time in the second half. Full court pressure defense. This one will go to Agnow. Agnow to Deere. Deere taking a couple of dribble spins at the free throw line, and a block shot, but a foul. And Deere will head to the line to shoot 2. Foul being Austin Zulu, his second, team second, and 2 free throws. Here for West Fargo Cheyenne will continue. The Mustangs have shot 16 free throws. They've made 9. Fargo South has yet to shoot a free throw here tonight. Free throw opportunity will be upcoming again for Deere, and that's good. And main reason why that Cheyenne has shot so many free throws, they got in a bonus in the opening 5.5 to 6 minutes of the first half, so they've just had more cracks at it, where Cheyenne just hasn't committed a foul when South has got to the tin because, quite frankly, Cheyenne's played some pretty good defense and not allowed Fargo South to get into the paint a whole heck of a lot so far here today. Deere now 3 of 5 from the free throw line. Right-handed side will handle the rock. 3-pointer coming. This one will be off the mark. Ottoman able to corral the miss for the Mustangs. They'll bring in the front court. Double team comes, and Fargo South nearly got it with Miganuji, but out of play. Substitution here as Jackson Miller will come back to the floor for West Fargo Cheyenne. It was a 16-point margin at the 14:48. That's a 16-point margin here at the 12:57 point of this second half. Cheyenne with Miller leaves it left-handed side. That'll go to Caleb Deere looking for the pass to Ottoman. Ottoman off the window for 2. Ottoman 14 points and 13 rebounds. Other side of the floor goes Hamilton. Hamilton left pocket 3. That'll go long. Rebound eventually won by Cheyenne. Sullivan Irie will come up with it, and Mike Hendrickson might want a timeout. We'll break with him on our United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. That foul assist on Hamilton, that's Mike, his first, and the team's third. Bruins down by 18, they call a timeout.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
You live life on the move. While you determine what direction that may be, we're here to help along the way. So go. Go with values. Go with friends. Go with support. Go with convenience.
Time on the floor brought to you in part by the Petro Stopping Center as West Fargo Cheyenne leads it by 18 as we take a look at the Fargo South bench across the way at the Petro Stopping Center. They got you a feast fit for a king. Chicken from Popeyes to a juicy cheesesteak from Charlie's to a mouth-watering Cinnabon, that and more, all at the Petro Stopping Center. So after the timeout here, I'll be the first one for Fargo South. And Fargo South does force a turnover. That'll be their 10th. As for the Bruins now, they will inbound the basketball with Austin Zulu. Zulu to inbound the rock here as he handles it. This one will be a bounce pass to Hamilton across the paint. It's still loose. Hamilton gets the ball back in on him and gets a block shot, but he gets the foul enough of the body. So Hamilton, a 64% free throw shooter, will head to the free throw line to shoot two. Foul will be on Oneman. His first, team second, into the free throw line. They will go to shoot two, and the first free throws of the game for Fargo South coming at the 12:29 mark of the second half. And you get to the paint, you get some contact, you force the officials to try to make a call. As Moni will check in, Turo. Our officials in this one again, Ethan Johnson with Shane Piotz and Justin Farkas. Free throw attempt on the way for Hamilton is in and out. So 0 for 2 for the Bruins. Rebound goes to Moni. As this will go the other side. Moni at the right wing, bounce pass to Tommy. Oneman gets doubled. Moni open, three-pointer coming, got it. Moni now with 6 points, his second made three. Other side of the floor, rainbow three for the Bruins is answered. Miganucci now has 5, and the Bruins desperately needed that, back within 18. Other side, Moni with a hard dribble. Moni, shot fake going up, and there's a foul. Moni to the free throw line. He's 10 of 14 on the season. Shaheen will pick up the foul, his second, and for Fargo South, they will have 7 players with 2 fouls, but no one has more than 2 for the Bruins. Moni, free throw attempt will rattle in. Now with 7. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming as West Fargo Cheyenne trying to get up to a 20-point lead. Free throw attempt number 2 is good. Cheyenne in the half, 4 of 5 from the free throw line. They lead it by 20. Their largest lead of the game is 21 just moments ago. Mustangs on a little zone defense here as they work it left-handed side to Hamilton. James with the high arching rainbow, in and out, no. Rebound, put back, good for 2. Miganucci, 7 points, 4 rebounds for the Bruins. The Bruins need a little 6-0-7-0 run. That will go a long way. Deer open, left wing, three-pointer on the way. That'll go short. Rebound, though, to Jackson Miller. And we'll have a timeout for Tim Brandt. 11:24 left to play in the second half. Mustangs lead it by 18.
Almost half of the energy used in homes goes toward heating and cooling the spaces we live in. Energy Star certified heating and cooling equipment can improve your comfort while lowering electric bills. Through its Bright Energy Solutions program, City of Hillsborough offers rebates for a wide range of energy-efficient equipment like heat pumps and central air conditioners. You can also get a rebate for having your cooling system professionally tuned up. Call the City of Hillsboro to learn more about rebates or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
As we're back here, as we take a look at our fan cam from across the way with some of the West Fargo Cheyenne fans and in attendance at the Petro Stopping Center. They got you covered around the clock here. One stop travel hub for all of your needs. Again, just off 45th Street and I-94 in Fargo. For the Fargo South Bruins, so far 7 points here in this second half. Well, for West Fargo Cheyenne, they've scored 16 points here in this second half alone. Bruins still led by the 7 points of James Hamilton. Then you have the 7 points of Miganugi. For West Fargo Cheyenne, 14 points for Tommy Oneman, and the double-double of 14 points. We got him down for 13 rebounds as well. Winner of this game heads to state, will be the 3 seed from the East, and will play at 8 o'clock on Thursday night to close out the boys' quarterfinals of the AA on Thursday in Bismarck against the runner-up, either Minot or Bismarck from the WDA. Money left of the wing, gives it now to Sullivan Irie. Irie with a couple of dribbles, right-handed side. This one goes through the hands of Caleb Deere, and will have a turnover on West Fargo Cheyenne. If you're Fargo South, there's still time remaining, but down by 18. They don't have to be perfect, but it might need to be nearly perfect here to come back in this one, as Cheyenne goes again to that little 1-2-2 or 3-2 zone. Ball goes baseline here, protecting the perimeter against this Bruins shooting attack. Money closes out, bounce pass on the inside, shot up and off the mark. Rebound, though, by Hamilton. Put back and counted. James Hamilton with an and one. They got it on the inside to Miganugi. Oneman was going for the block shot, and as he did, that allowed Hamilton to slip in, grab the rebound, get the and one, and Tommy picks him the foul, his second and the team's third. So that'll help the Bruins as they're back within 16. Free throw attempt here for James. Got it to go. Converts the and one opportunity. First field goal of the second half for Hamilton. And the Bruins cut that deficit to 15. Full court pressure defense. Bruins with 1 point had nearly all 5 guys in the Mustangs backcourt. They are coming out trapping. Get back, right-handed side. Deere looks at interior Oneman. Oneman double kick. Money, top of the key. Three-pointer on the way. That'll go long. Rebound, though, again for Jackson Miller. His second in the last 2 minutes. Money and Oneman at 6'8" and 6'9" respectively. That's a lot of man. Here goes Deere. Bounce pass on the inside. Turnover. Other side of the floor. Right-handed side, Miganugi. Miganugi to the baseline. Gives it to Hamilton. Hamilton here passes. Left-handed side now to Zulu. High post. With it is Miganugi. Miganugi step through. Left-handed spin for 2. Miganugi now with 9, and the Bruins on a little 5-0 run. Trapping defense continues in the backcourt. Irie gives it up the floor. Here goes Deere, and a reaching foul on Barjolo. That was tight. Barjolo will get called for the foul, his third and the team's fifth. So here's where Fargo South again with this helter-skelter defense. They commit one more foul. Cheyenne would be in the bonus after that, as John Agnow will return with 8 points here for West Fargo Cheyenne. In the backcourt goes the Mustangs here with Jackson Miller. Miller left-handed side of Sullivan Irie. Irie looking for Oneman. Now looking on the interior. Oneman looking to relieve pressure. Right-handed side to Miller. Money posting up on Hamilton. There's the double, ripping it through. We get a jump ball, and the arrow makes its way. Fargo South coming across with Josh Barjolo. Able to come across, and Money just didn't see him as his back was to the basket. And by the time he went to go to look towards the rim, that's where the double team came, and he eventually a turnover here. What's coming out will be Sullivan Irie as Pennu comes back into the game here for Cheyenne. And the Mustangs rolling it 48-30 at the 11-14 mark. Fargo South continues to see Cheyenne in this zone. Left-handed side, Hamilton making his way on the baseline. This will go Barjolo back up top now to Trawale. Abu between the rings now to Zulu. Back to Abu, and a turnover here on Fargo South. Substitution will coming to the floor will be Noah Olson for the Stangs, while for the Bruins, that will bring on Reese Kessel, and with him Mike Hamilton. Make sure you stay tuned to our post-game show. Coming up, we'll get to our player of the game, take a look at the final numbers, and get you set for what we know from the EDC in terms of the state bracket. That and more are still to come as some of the West Fargo Packer boys basketball team making their way to the floor, as West Fargo making it to the state tournament as the East number 4 seed after the win against Grand Forks Central. Money on the inside, Money on the interior. Money looking back door, gives it now to Agnow. Agnow, top of the key, bounce pass, right-handed side. Cheyenne, jumper here from Ottoman, off the front iron, rebound. Well, that'll be won by Mike. Hamilton gets it, other side of the floor goes Kessel, finds it to James. James rising, rainbow 3, that'll go long, and a board to Agnow. John Agnow with his 6th rebound. Mustangs trying to bring it in the front court as they do. Ripping it through, and there's a steal. Chirwali up the other side of the floor finds Hamilton. Hamilton with a right-handed dunk. Timeout for Tim Brandt, and the Bruins run a 7-0 run since the 11-14 mark here on your United Savings Credit Union scoreboard.
Welcome to the Empire. We have open gym times and 2 full courts with 6 basketball hoops. Court rentals are available. You can even host your own tournaments. Memberships are available. The Emperor's Club. Hone your skills and improve your game. Basketball and volleyball training classes are available now. The Empire, Fargo's newest sports complex.
High school basketball here today on YourLiveEvent.com as we take a look at the Fargo South bench on a 7-0 run. Timeout brought to you in part by the Petro Stopping Centers. Dive into some Papa John's Pizza or hit up the Glorious Dolly Down Restaurant, open 24/7 for some grub, for some gas and more, all at the Petro Stopping Centers. Full court pressure defense, and Fargo South again trailed it by 21 points at one point here with just over 12 minutes in the second half. Now has cut it to an 11-point deficit. For Cheyenne, they're trying to get off that 48 mark. They've been stuck there for the last 4 minutes. Ottoman, top of the key, Mone gives it now to Agnow. Agnow with a hard dribble down the paint, step through off the window, no rebound, put back, no, it's still loose, and it will be Fargo South basketball. There's a chance there. Good-looking shots for Agnow. Couldn't ask for more of a point-blank range, if you will. And for Fargo South, Chirwali in the front court. The Bruins trying to cut it to a single-digit contest. Left-handed side as this one will go. Here's a 3 by Chirwali off the lip of the rim. Rebound for Agnow. Cheyenne will give it to Agnow in the front court. That's almost a steal. Agnow will make it. Slip pass. Kessel. Hamilton gets it, and Hamilton throws it off of Olsen for a Mustang turnover. The 50-50 plays that were going to Cheyenne in the first half over the last couple of minutes are now making their way back to Fargo South. Least amount of points this season scored for Cheyenne, 66. The least for Fargo South, 56. It might be the first one to 60, possibly wins. Ball goes to the baseline. Here's a 3 for the Bruins. That'll go short. Good-looking shot, just can't get it there for Austin Zulu. Rebound on the interior for Caleb Deere. Double team comes. Other side, here goes Penu. Penu in the backcourt. They got to get it over. It's a 10-second violation or the timeout. Tim Brandt called the timeout with a half second to spare as the shot clock's at 20 seconds. That is threading the needle right there from a coach's perspective to save the possession. We'll break with them.
For 20 years, 702 Communications has been connecting people and businesses to the world through internet, telephone, and TV. And as your needs have changed, so has 702. Our dedication to our community and customers runs deep. So when you call, we listen. And you can trust that we'll never stop working to bring the latest technology to our friends and neighbors. Thank you for 20 years in business. The best is yet to come.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Back here on YourLiveEvent.com, our United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. United Savings Credit Union with locations in Fargo, Dilworth, and Detroit Lakes. Discover the credit union difference at UnitedSavingsCU.org. 48-37, West Fargo Cheyenne with the advantage right now over the Fargo South Bruins. Win this game again, and you'll end up be the three seed from the East. As Cheyenne will inbound in as the Fargo South student section coming alive, chanting defense. Panu, high post touch to Deer after the timeout by Tim Brandt. Backdoor cut, Agnew gets fouled and counted. Oh, what a drawn-up play by Coach Tim Brandt and the Mustangs. Gave it to Deer, the bounce pass comes her way. And Kessel will get tabbed with the foul, his first, team sixth, and Agnew with the end one. That's a way to drop the offense. Fargo South with Mark Dahlman. The 6'2 junior forward will check in, as coming out will be Austin Zulu. Bruins down by a baker's dozen right now. 1 under 7 minutes to play. Free throw attempt is up and it's good. John Agnew now with 11. Fargo South will handle it in the front court with Abu Trawali. Abu, top of the key to Hamilton. Mike will see it here. Mike looking for a teammate, finds one to James. James to the 10 off the window. Tough shot here for Hamilton. James with 7 both in the first and the second half. He's got 14 in the contest. Cheyenne with the skip, tapped out of bounds by Abu Trawali. And for Fargo South, they'll look to cause havoc here. We've seen the Bruins early this season at Horace score about 25 points in just over 4 minutes. So they have the ability to do so. But against this Mustang team right now, they're trying to minimize the possessions. Deer spinner on the inside, and there's the answer. Deer with 8 points, 5 rebounds here for Cheyenne, and they lead it by 14. Trawali, top of the key, right-handed side. This one will go on the interior to Hamilton. They jump the passing lane, and Hamilton now has 16 points. West Fargo Cheyenne will see Barry Penu. Penu crossing the timeline. Right-handed side to Miganute. Right-handed side gets the ball back. Penu, block shot, Hamilton off the rim. Mike Hamilton with a 3-on-2. Bruins got numbers. Hamilton uses up the dribble. Now finds Kessel. Kessel, left-handed side to Abu. Trawali, back to Mike. Mike will shoot the rainbow 3 off the iron, and a rebound here comes down to Ottoman, his 14th of the contest. There's a near steal. As Barjolo will check in, Fargo South will also bring on the forward Ali Shahid into the game. Fargo South will continue to chase this game down by 12. Again, if they foul, it will be the bonus free throw attempt here for West Fargo Cheyenne. And there's the foul right on cue. And not the foul shooter you want at the free throw line from a Bruin perspective, but the guy that you want from a Mustang perspective. He leads the team, 81% shooting from the free throw line, and he's right at that here with the numbers at 5 of 6 so far here today. Picking up the foul, this one will be Josh Barjolo, his 4th, team's 8th, and it will be the make one to get one here. As Agnew, calm, cool, and collective. 12 points in the game, 6 in the first and 6 in the second. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming. Trying to extend this lead back to 14, able to do so. Other side of the floor goes Fargo South. Bruins with Hamilton. Hamilton top of the key to Barjolo. Extra pass 3 on the way. Off the iron, can't get it for Shahid. And aboard to Caleb Deer, his 6th. Deer taking a hard dribble inside the paint, or in the right wing that is. Lost it. Agnow will save it before it goes out of bounds. Bounce pass to Ottoman, and Ottoman stepped out of bounds on the baseline for a turnover for West Fargo Cheyenne. And for the Bruins, it's about as close to crunch time as you can get it without having any more empty possessions. Here with 4:57, Cheyenne with 3 team fouls. Bruins again have the Mustangs in the bonus. This will go top of the key. Miganunji three-pointer, can't get it. Rebound, out of play, and it will be Fargo South basketball. At the 8:20 mark, it was 48-37 Cheyenne, and neither team has really went on too much of a big run since. Hamilton inside, tough shot over Ottoman, no. Rebound, though, for Barjolo. Barjolo, top of the key. He'll shoot the 3, second chance points. Can't get it. And a rebound here to Penu. Penu to Ottoman. Tommy making his way. Gives a pass to Noah Olson. Open 3. Rattling out Ottoman. Tip. And this will go to Fargo South. Justin Zulu doubled. This one for the Bruins will go the other side of the floor to Miganunji. Miganunji at the left wing. Off the window. Got it to go. And... well, they'll talk it over here. Was it? Basket is good, so the bucket is good here, and we're going to get a timeout for Fargo South on top of it. So Miganunji will get the and-one opportunity. The foul will be on Penu, his first, the team's 4th, and the Bruins will have a free throw when we return here on your live event.
Mission Court Independent Living at Benedictine Living Community offers independent living, giving you a comfortable lifestyle and freedom to do what you like while leaving chores behind. The monthly rent includes housekeeping, 3 daily meals, transportation, social and recreational programs, plus spiritual care and on-site worship services. Call 218-784-5250 to learn more and schedule a tour. And you can save $1,000 with our move-in special. Benedictine Living Community of Ada, recognized for quality care.
It's the most prestigious, challenging, rewarding tour on dirt. The most wanted, baddest outlaws, and the most powerful late models on the planet. The world of outlaws, King's Late Models.
For the first time ever, World of Outlaws at Norman County Raceway on Saturday, June 29th.
High school basketball here today on yourliveevent.com as we will get a free throw opportunity on the way for the Fargo South Bruins with Miganunji. Miganunji has 11 points so far here for Fargo South as the Bruins, again, trying to get over that hump, and that hump, quite frankly, has been that 11-point mark. As who went off sides? That's the question. They're going to negate the free throw after Miganunji went up and pump faked at the free throw line, which that's the first thing I've seen all season on your bingo card. We did have a 10-second violation in a game about 2 weeks ago that we covered on your live event. Now that Hamilton gets a steal, Hamilton to the paint off the window, count it! Fargo South with Hamilton points off the turnover. James has 18, turnover on Cheyenne. Barry Penu will pick up his second, and James Hamilton, he averages about 25 a game. He's at 18, and the Bruins now trying to make it a single-digit contest. Free throw, Hamilton got it. Fargo South within single digits. Buckle up for the last 4 minutes and 6 seconds. Full court pressure defense. This goes to Ottoman, got it to go for the jam! Through the hands of Miganunji, and Ottoman with a two-handed flush. Barjolo right-handed side out of Zulu. Justin Zulu gives it now to Shahid. Shahid between the rings to Hamilton. Hamilton able to have the step through. Contested shot, no. Rebound on the inside. We'll go to Noah Olson. Deere finds Olson. Agnow open, spot him up, and bury it. Agnow with the triple. 16 points. And this one will go nearly into the third row. As for Fargo South, again, you cut it right down to that 10-point margin, but quicker than you can blink. Down to 9. Now it's back up to 14. Cheyenne trying to fend off the Bruins and head to the state tournament for the 6th time in program history. And we'll see a blocking foul here on Cheyenne. That's the last one that the Mustangs had to give. Deere will pick up his second. It'll be the team 6. So from here on out, both teams will be in the 1-and-1 bonus. Trawali to Hamilton to the top of the key. Open 3 for Zulu. Justin tickles a twine. Justin Zulu now has 5, and the Bruins are back like a broken record within 11. Egnow able to spin. Leaves it. Ottoman for the oop. Ottoman with 18 points give Egnow the oop here for the Mustangs. Ripping it through right to the tin. Can't get it to go. Egnow Coleros the defensive rebound. Egnow gives it to Penu, and we'll see a foul, and Penu will head to the free throw line. Hamilton will pick up his 3rd. And we'll see a 1-and-1 for Penu, who has 9 points, 4 rebounds on the night. But how about that pass from Egnow, the 6'4 senior, giving it to the 6'9 junior and Tommy Ottoman. Free throw attempt upcoming here for West Fargo Cheyenne. And the Mustangs, if they hit their free throws, they're heading to state. Penu, double digits with 10. Becomes the 3rd different player here for Cheyenne in double digits. Penu will get a second free throw opportunity here. As he does, long rebound tapped in the hands of Hamilton. Hamilton wants to get on and run. Penu gets back well defensively. Lane opens up. Penu, drive, kick, open, baseline, three-pointer. Trawale, that'll go long, and Egnow gets the miss. Other side, Ottoman throwing it up, and right over Austin Zulu for 2. Ottoman, 10 points in the first, 10 points in the half, with 14 rebounds to boot. Hamilton, left wing 3, that'll go long. Rebound here to West Fargo Cheyenne to Barry Penu. There's a steal up the other side. Penu gets the ball back after the miss, and we'll see a foul. So Austin Zulu was able to get the steal, but then go to the other side of the floor. Even though this game, a reminder, will finish before the 5 o'clock hour. The next game will be at 5 o'clock here with Red River and alongside West Fargo Horace, unless the Bruins are able to mount a comeback at this point. And they, again, got it to single digits for the last 4:06, but immediately Cheyenne was able to answer and get up by 16 points, and Penu will head back to the free throw line. Penu able to convert, as Barry Penu right now has 11 points on the late afternoon. Free throw attempt number 2 for Penu is going to be short. Rebound, though, comes down to Fargo South there with Shahid. Bruins with Shahid. Shahid kick left and inside to Zulu. Zulu to Kessel. Kessel at the left baseline. Three-pointer, no. Rebound to Penu. Egnow in the front court as they will handle it out of play. Least amount of points this season for Fargo South at 56 against Fargo Shanley back on December the 19th. The least amount of points this season that Cheyenne has given up is 51 to Jamestown. Ottoman, oh, what a step through, but a rebound comes down to Zulu after the miss. Zulu finds it to Hamilton, and a turnover on the Bruins. Fargo South, full court pressure defense, as they will go with a substitution as Minganuji will check into the game. As Austin Zulu will check out. Barry Penu sees the double. This one goes up and over now to Olsen. Olsen looking, and West Fargo Cheyenne will be more than content to milk up some clock here and try to get back to the state tournament. Taking a couple hard dribbles as Deere in the paint, and then Deere gets fouled. Caleb Deere, 8 points, 6 rebounds. This would be on Shahid, his 3rd. West Fargo Cheyenne, with this result, would improve to 17-7 on the season. Well, for the Fargo South Bruins, this will be their first winning season since the 2017-2018 season that they lost to West Fargo in a state qualifier. Last season, the Bruins lost to West Fargo in an EDC play-in game. 2 years ago, lost to Fargo North in a loser-out contest, so they've gotten a little bit farther this year than what they had in recent years, but Fargo South with this senior crew is trying to make state. They've had good runs throughout the season. Just at the end here, run into some stiff competition as you normally do once you get to March. Deer, free throw. Makes it now 67-49, 70 seconds remaining. Ball goes left-handed side to Mark Dahlman, three-pointer long. Tommy Oneman gets his 15th board of the game. Other side of the floor. This one will be a turnover. Hamilton, Mike, and there's a foul. Penu picks up the foul, his third, team seventh, and Mike will go to the free throw line, a 75% free throw shooter. As for Coach Mike Hendrickson, sees West Fargo Cheyenne kind of unload the bench here. And for head coach Tim Brandt, gives a bear hug to Barry Penu and his starters that are coming out of the game, understanding the time and the situation. You get another week of basketball again with your guys. Well, for the Fargo South Bruins, they will come up short here in this one, as they'll make sure they have everybody to come in and check in at the scores table properly again. Davion Green, the 6'7" junior center. Also with him into the game, Isaiah Lincoln. You do have Cooper Bryant, the 6'4" junior, into the contest with Michael Gullix as well. And West Fargo Cheyenne looks to be Caden Olson as well, the 6'3" junior guard. Free throw opportunity for Hamilton. The shot is up, and it's good. So Hamilton with the first. Second free throw attempt upcoming. Second free throw attempt isn't it out, no good. Rebound, though, for Fargo South of Minganuji. Back up top and a turnover here on the Bruins. For as Fargo Cheyenne, they'll slip into the front court as they will handle it with Olsen. Turnover, other side of the floor goes Minganuji. Right-handed layup for two. As Fargo Cheyenne. Full court pressure defense continues, and there's a foul. Caden Olsen will go to the free throw line to shoot the double bonus here for West Fargo Cheyenne. These will be the 15th and 16th free throws opportunities in the second half for Cheyenne, and they've already made 3, 6, 9, 11 of them. So 11 of 14 currently, now 11 of 15. Free throw attempt number 2 on the way for Caden Olsen. For Fargo South, they will finish their season with 13 wins and 11 losses here for the Bruins. Free throw attempt is up and in. Olsen gets in the scoring column, and for Fargo South, they will handle it now to Hamilton. Hamilton right wing 3 on the way off the side of the rim, can't get it to go. Rebound, and for the Mustangs, all they have to do, bring it to the front court, hold on to the basketball, and West Fargo Cheyenne will officially be heading to the Bismarck Event Center and be the 4th team from the EDC to make their way to state. Here's a shot. This one will rattle out. Rebound comes down to Mark Dahlman, and that'll do it on our United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. The Mustangs are advancing with a 68-52 win here over the Fargo South Bruins. Our post-game show is coming up next. Coming up, we'll get to the final numbers in this one. We'll hear from some of the particular winning players. That and more is still to come, so stay with us as we take a look at the final numbers as well. With the win for West Fargo Cheyenne, they will be the 3 seed from the East and play at 8 o'clock on Thursday against the WDA runner-up. West Fargo will be the 4 seed from the East and open it up against the number 1 seed from the West. That'll be upcoming again on Thursday. Post-game show is around the corner. Girls Championship to tip at 5 with the boys to follow at 7 still here from West Fargo High School.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough. The Fargo South Bruin Booster Club is a proud supporter of all Fargo South activities. They're grateful for the current corporate sponsors, Gate City Bank, Craftwell, Midco, and First International Bank, for their continued support. The mission of the Bruin Booster Club is to support students' ability to participate in all kinds of South High activities, while promoting school spirit, encouraging parent and community support for the Bruins. There's still time to become a member. Check them out on Facebook or search the Fargo South homepage for more information.
Meet Blake, the messiest 4-year-old on the planet. He's no ordinary durability tester. Meet Smartstrand, no ordinary carpet. With all pet protection, it's the softest, most durable, easiest to clean carpet on the planet. When Blake's barn got a comfy makeover, Smartstrand came clean, even went up against a 2-ton rhino. Made to withstand all walks of life. Ask for Smartstrand, rhino tested, rhino approved.
Available at Carpet World, carpetworldfargo.com.
As we come back on our post-game show, join us a couple of victorious West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs here. With us is John Agnow and alongside Tommy Ottoman, and congratulations, fellas. John, let's just start with you. Take us through that alley-oop that you saw there with Tommy in the paint. Obviously, you guys have probably done it before in practice and throughout some games, but when you kind of had that particular play, did you feel like that was maybe the backbreaker a little bit there late in that second half?
Oh, yeah. We've been doing it all year. I mean, people come up on me and they think they can just take the ball. So, I try to read and react. And then every time I get in front of the paint, I know he's up there. I just throw it up. He's going to go get it any way possible. Bad pass, good pass. I know I can rely on him.
What does it mean for this team last year coming up short to try to get the state, but this year getting back there, knowing you got another week of basketball, a chance for a state championship, and, at least a couple more games? What does it mean here, John?
It means a lot, especially as a senior. Last year, going out with an injury and we coming up short and buzzer beater to Central in the quarterfinals, it means a lot bouncing back. You just show them how much grit we have as a team, how much work we put on in the offseason, and, just going to keep pushing forward.
Tommy, this has been a kind of an up-and-down season, as it always is at different particular times. A quick turnaround from yesterday's game that came up so short, but what did you like from your team right off the bat to really play with the lead for the majority of this game and continue to fend off Fargo South when you knew a run or two was coming?
I mean, it just means everything. Just seeing how our guys react, seeing how they play the game, even after a tough one that we had to play yesterday. I mean, it just means the world to me and everyone on the team, just that we can come out, even after a game that we lost, just barely, and just be able to play our best game.
What does it mean to you to be the all-time career rebounding leader here in West Fargo Cheyenne history?
So there's one thing. I really want to win. I just want to go to state. I want to be with my boys for a week longer. That's all it is.
For you, Tommy, what's it like playing with this cat right here
on
a daily basis?
Yeah, he can give me the ball. I can kick it out to him. He's always open, finding a way to score. So this is awesome.
And for you, John, to have a rim protector like Tommy, how fun is that for you? Obviously, you got Moni in there, yourself, but to have someone that is a true rim protector, what's that like to play with?
It helps a lot. It brings a lot of energy, especially when we're down. He just goes out and makes plays both sides of the ball, so it helps us a lot as a team.
As this one, Caleb Deere, what does he provide to the team? I mean, big game yesterday. He does some dirty work for you guys. What does Caleb provide?
Dewey's a dog. He makes plays for us on offensive. He gets on us as a leader, as in the locker room. And he can go out there and you can see he's a freak, and he's an athletic freak. And, he's just a big energy provider on us on both sides of the ball too.
Tommy, what do you hope to bottle up here this season into state? When you are going to be going and playing that 8 o'clock game, the nightcap that you'll have on Thursday, final game of that quarterfinal. What do you hope to kind of bottle up from this EDC tournament out in Bismarck?
Just kind of take our mistakes, take what we did wrong, and really learn from it. Because now we got a couple of days of practice that we can go and really dial it in and get ready. hey, man, we're going to state, so.
That's all that matters. Another week of basketball.
Yeah.
Tommy, John, congratulations on the win and best of luck in the capital city.
Thank you.
We'll continue after this on our postgame show.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
As an American family agent, I look out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Chris Heisey. Visit me online at chrisheisey.com. These days, everyone wants to save money. I can show you how easy it is by having multiple policies. By combining your auto and homeowner's insurance, I can put some change back into your pocket. My website again is chrisheisey.com. I want to be your American family agent.
American Family Insurance.
As we come back on our post-game show, let's get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Life takes energy. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, the double-double performance of Tommy Ottoman. 9 of 15 shooting from the floor, 18 rebounds, and he would tally them up, and he would finish this game here today with 20 points. Again, 20 points, 18 rebounds, 11 of those defensively, and a block shot. Tommy Ottoman is our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, and John Agnow is the 1A to that as well. 16 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists for John on top of it. John Agnow and Tommy Ottoman able to get 30 rebounds and 36 points here for West Fargo Cheyenne. We go from there to our already prize and feature precision play the contest, and well, Cheyenne got to the free throw line, and quite simply Fargo South didn't, and that was a big difference in this one. Cheyenne goes 20 of 30 from the free throw line here today, where Fargo South, they went 3 of 7 from the stripe, and in doing so you can add up the score. It was a 16-point differential there, and the free throws, again, was 17 points in favor of West Fargo Cheyenne. That is our Arctic Enterprises feature precision play of the game. Arctic Enterprises with locations in Hillsborough and Drayton. For more precision planting updates, information, questions, and more, go to RDK Enterprises website at planterdoc.com. That, again, is planterdoc.com. Final numbers in this one, again, Tommy Ottoman, 20 points, 18 rebounds. John Agnow, again, 16 points with 12 boards. From there, also in double digits, Barry Penu with 11 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. Caleb Deere with 9 points and 7 boards. And then you had 8 points for Moni with a pair of threes and a rebound. And 3 points for Sullivan Irie, and Kaden Olson gets in the scoring column with 1. For the Fargo South Bruins, they were led in the scoring column with James Hamilton. His final game of 19 points on 8 of 18 shooting from the floor. He picked up those 2 fouls early in the opening 60 seconds. Hamilton, 19 points, 5 rebounds in his final game for the Fargo South Bruins. Abakar Miganuji, he had 13 points as well for Fargo South with 3 rebounds. You also had from there 5 points from Terwale, 5 points for Justin Zulu, 4 points for Mike Hamilton, 6 points, 4 rebounds for Reese Kessel, and Reese's final of the season. West Fargo Cheyenne, 32 points in the first, 36 in the second. For Fargo South, 23 points in the first half, 29 points in the second. West Fargo Cheyenne victorious here today. Again, a final in this one in our last state qualifier of the EDC tournament. Cheyenne wins it 68-52, and Fargo South has their season low in scoring here in this one. On behalf of Reggie Funk, I'm Chase Miller. Thanks so much for joining us. Make sure you get ready for the EDC Girls Championship. About 20 minutes till we get to the opening tap between the Rough Riders and the Horace Hawks. So on the boys' side, it's North Davies, West Fargo, and Cheyenne. We'll just find out who the 1 and 2 team will be a little bit later on in that EDC Boys Championship as well. Again, your final 68-52 Mustangs pick up the win.